Haven't, you need to. I am a super fan of Debbie's, and I am not the only one, because tens of millions of Debbie Meyer green bags and boxes, and I mean, go down the list. You know, she's been here at HSN for 14 years, but she actually used to be with our sister, friend, family, partner, member, QVC, so for well over 20 years, Debbie Meyer has been improving our lives. This is if there was ever a day to put your toe in the water, I'm just telling you, with final quantities, this is the Debbie Meyer Greenbox collection you gotta get. First and foremost, they're the ones that you don't borrow. You see that? But they don't wash out or wear out this Debbie Meyer Science of Fresh. So your baked goods, your brown sugar, your pet food, your cookies, your fruit, your vegetables, you keep it longer. It's the science of Debbie Meyer Fresh. Hey, by the way, we also have a new product to HSN that is coming up from Debbie, that you just activate it with water and there's virtually no surface that it won't clean, including those really grimy white walls on your tennis shoes. So Debbie Meyer is celebrating her 14th anniversary here at HSN, is coming up in just a few moments. But it's always an anniversary, it's always a celebration when we have the illustrious Lou Caputo here, who's here. Well, he has something that I have not gotten to air. I'm a sci-fi fan, so Lou, you kind of hooked me with the name alone on Alien Tape. It's a 4-pack, but what's genius about this, Lou, and I know Kelly, your lovely wife, is a scrapbooker in addition to running cameras these days, but we all have some kind of honeydew or home improvement project. And the Alien Tape boldly goes where no other mounting / hardware, fix-it, do-it-yourselfer project goes. Is it fair to say, whether I've got stainless or glass or tile or wood, if it's holds up to 15 pounds, Lou, this is kind of genius, right? It's actually really unique in its class. How would you describe what Alien Tape does?
Well, what it does is it will stick anything to anything. That's the easy way to say that, because it really does do that. You're going to get 4 rolls of Alien Tape when you buy this right now. And here on HSN, the 4 rolls are 10 feet each. So you're getting 40 feet of it, which is a ton. They all come in these resealable bags. What's interesting is if you had bought it through the infomercial, Shannon, you'd only get 3 rolls and they'd only be 7 feet. So you're getting a whole lot more here. But let me show you what I mean when I say you can stick anything to anything, okay? For instance, right here in front of me, I decided when I first got this, let's see what sort of things will stick together. Turns out everything, okay? Take a look at what I put together here. And this is just something I built in my laboratory. I've got some steel on the bottom. I've got a piece of granite right there. We've got styrofoam. We've got leather. We've got wood. We've got ceramic tile right here. We've got plexiglass. And then we've got a paver. And they're all held together with the Alien Tape. And I want to show you something. Watch this. I can pick this up just like that. Ooh, almost lost my roll right here. But look at that. I can pick that whole thing up. But let me show you how it works, because this is the genius of this, okay? You take your roll of Alien Tape, and there's a little backing on it, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this down here, and you can cut this to any size you need. So I'm just going to put a nice little strip of the Alien Tape on there. And this is sort of an impractical demonstration, but I think it's a cool one. So I'm going to stick that on there just like that. Now, notice it's not sticky on top because, again, it's got that little adhesive backing right there, that protector. It's not going to, hurt you. It just would stick to you. So I take that off. I'm going to take another piece of plexiglass right here. Now, watch this. When I stick this on here, you're going to see the Alien Tape create a bond, okay, just by doing that. Now, watch this. You ready? Here we go. Just stuck that plexiglass on there. Look at that. And it's holding it. I mean, that's incredible, right? And in just a couple seconds. Now, let me put this down here real quick, because I want to show you something more practical for you to do. For instance, have you ever tried to put a shower caddy up, and in your shower stall, maybe you've got lots and lots of grout lines? So the suction cups that they give you on those things, never going to work, okay? Take the Alien Tape, and I just put 2 little pieces on the back of this, okay, on the back of this caddy. I'm going to peel the protective backing off, just like this. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to stick it. Watch this. I'm going to try to make it level because I can't really see it. Boom, boom, just like that. Look what we just did. Not even close to level, but just see what I did. It's stuck on there.
Oh, Lou, I got to tell you, all right, this is the kind of honeydew project I can do. It's so funny because Cynthia, who's with me on the set tonight, she was describing, you do this and you do this. I was fairly dubious because, Lou, as you know, I ain't so handy around the house. I feel like I could do my own little magic act in Las Vegas if they would allow me. It looks like it's floating in air. It's actually just a little bit of that alien tape. So you get the 4 rolls, and Lou, what I think about, this is so genius for so many things. Not only does it hold up to 15 pounds and mounts on virtually any surface, it's really kind of hard to think about what it doesn't do, but you don't worry about, you know, this or that, or shattering a mirror if you're trying to drill a hole on something, or mark hardware. And Lou, I gotta tell you, like for me, especially in this no contact world that we live in, I ain't got no honey for the doing. So I don't feel especially great hiring a handyman service as I have in the past. Yet I've got towel racks, and I've got, you know, paper towel holders. I've got stuff. I actually got like a whole little list of things that need to be put up. Doggone it, I'm just gonna get alien tape.
Well, let me just show you, because I mean, you brought up a great point there. There's a lot of practical uses for this, and for things you probably never thought about. For instance, right here, this is a piece of conduit that you would put like the wire for your cable TV or your air conditioner or anything like that. And I've actually got it stuck to a piece of wood here in case you've got like wainscoting in your house, or maybe you've got shiplap or something like that. You can use this, or even around your baseboards, use this on there to really secure it. This is a mirror, and we decided, you know what? We want to hang up a toothbrush holder here, but it could be something for your loofah, could be something for a razor. But again, as you said, you're not going to drill into a mirror. Well, guess what? Little piece of alien tape, stuck that right on there. How about this right here? Have you ever wanted to put a sponge in your kitchen? Maybe you've got granite or marble backsplash, and it's got the lines in it. And again, so what? The suction cups won't work. Guess what we did? Little alien tape right there, stuck it on, no problem. This is a Bell & Howell light on a piece of glass, in case you ever wanted to add a Bell & Howell light somewhere, since alien tape is made by Bell & Howell. But look at that. We could stick it on there, no problem. It holds the whole thing. And then right here, stainless steel refrigerators. You cannot stick anything to a stainless steel refrigerator, okay? But if you use alien tape, you can, and you can get this off just by twisting it, rotating it. It'll come right off. You want to put up decorations for a holiday, maybe you want to put pictures up in a dorm room, anything like that, you can absolutely use the alien tape for that too. Shannon, do you want to see something really amazing?
I want to see something really amazing, Lou Caputo.
Watch this. We're going to go over here, because I'm going to show you something cool. All right, so I got this little table sitting right here, okay? Now, I put a little piece of alien tape on the bottom of this vase. Maybe we live in earthquake country, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you got a cat that likes to knock stuff off your furniture. Watch this. I'm going to stick this down just like that, give it a couple seconds, and pick up the table. Didn't see that coming. Is that I mean, look at this. How crazy is this?
Oh,
that's
my
alien tape.
gosh.
That's alien tape.
It is. That is brilliant. Oh,
Isn't that cool?
I think this is so much fun. I mean, well, amaze your friends and fascinate your neighbors. I mean, you could do your own little magic tricks, and it's the how'd they do that adhesive. But it's Bell & Howell at the end of the day. You know that's a name that we know and love and trust. Remember, it is the 4 rolls, and there are close to 1,000 of these already gone, and it's brand spanking new. $699, $299. It's still, even though it's less than $20, is less than $7 on that flex pay with a 30-day return policy. Just as you've got a first aid kit at the ready, you will use your alien tape. This is something that you should get at home. I can promise you, you're gonna find more than one use for this, and uses in places that you were just kind of scratching your head. Well, how do I put that spice rack up without drilling screws through the door of my cabinetry? How do I get that toothbrush holder to mount on that ceramic tile? The list goes on and on and on, and that's why I say it not only empowers you with no contact, no handyman required, but it's brilliant. It holds up to 15 pounds. It adheres to virtually every surface. We were kind of gobsmacked. Adam's coming up. I'm borrowing a British term. We were all kind of gobsmacked to think, what doesn't it work on? Just get it at home. You will use it. Even if you're someone as I am. I'm intimidated by home improvement projects, Lou, as you know, and this is something that is not intimidating. Whether you're a crafter like your wife, Kelly, hey, we've all, you know, cut a little piece of tape or those little mounting things that you buy in that home improvement section at the home store. This is something that literally everybody can do.
Well, and the nice thing is you can use it for so many different things. For instance, like crafting, you were just talking about. My wife, Kelly, came up with some really great ideas because these are things that she would normally probably use a hot glue gun for. But instead, look at this. She decorated this picture frame right here. There we are in Hawaii from back in January. And you can see we got some seashells down here so she could do the rest of the frame. Maybe you got a pair of shoes. You want to kind of add a little zhuzh to them, okay? So we just went and we got one of these little appliques, little daisy applique, and I put one tiny, tiny little piece of the alien tape on the back right here, and I'm just going to peel that backing off, that little protective piece of backing, so it doesn't stick to your hands. Put that in place. I'm going to press down for a couple seconds, just like that, and look at this. I mean, that is stuck on there just like that, and it just took a couple seconds to do. That's what's so cool about this stuff is it works so quickly, and you can be creative, have fun with it. But then maybe you got a repair that you really need to do. For instance, like this. We got a piece of carpeting on a slick surface. Maybe it's a runner that you've got in your house on hardwood floors, marble tile, anything like that. And the front of it just keeps coming up. This thing is just going to keep sliding around. We put a piece of alien tape here in the front, and actually, to be honest, I probably put too much. Peel that backing off, stick this down just like this. Watch this. Give it a couple seconds. Now remember, this is a piece of marble that I've got this on right here. Look at that. I mean, that is sticking. That's not going anywhere. Look at
that is so wild. I mean, no kidding, you will use this. And we have hundreds and hundreds of you joining us. You know the name Bell & Howell, we still have a 30-day return policy. Get this, you have this at the ready. Even if you don't have a project in mind right now, I can tell you the minute that you get this at home, you're gonna look at your house differently, you're gonna find a project, you're gonna look for a project, but more importantly, you got more than one project. So that's why it's nice that you're getting the 4 rolls. Try it for yourself. 30-day return policy, $6.65 on that, those interest-free payments. 30-day return policy, of course, $699,299. And Lou, I gotta tell you, it's nice that you're getting the 4 rolls because it's like his and hers. You keep 2 and she gets 2. That way, you know, Kelly's got hers, you've got yours.
Yep.
But okay, what's that last demonstration? What do you have in your studio there?
So I've got a shelf with a candle on it. This is a light, believe it or not, and a photograph. Now, if you live in avalanche, if you live in earthquake country, maybe you got a cat that likes to knock stuff off the shelves. Maybe you got kids that run around to make the floor rumble. Watch this. That's what I'm talking about right there. Not going anywhere. That's alien tape.
See, okay. Oh wow! But when I say that you could really amuse, you could play some tricks on your friends if it's cocktail hour. See? Then they'll say, okay, I'm stopping, I'm done. All right, well, for a third of the quantity already spoken for, and this was just the first day. I hope you grab it. Do it now, though, while we've got yours, Lou. I'm gonna have to place my order. I'm serious.
Do it. As
we're talking, I mean, cute name aside, doggone it, this is a problem solver, isn't it?
Right.
Okay. Hey, now you are actually coming back at the end of the hour. Hey, which pest repellers are these that we have coming up?
Electromagnetic. It's the electromagnetic and ultrasonic combined, all in one.
Aren't you fancy? All right.
Right?
You're going to have some splaining to do. Lou, I love you. Thank you. I got to get your alien tape. Thank you for joining us. Well, Lou will be back at the end of this hour, but you know who else is back? My girl, Debbie Meyer. Honestly, if you haven't tried her green boxes, you need to. She's celebrating her 14th anniversary here at HSN. Oh, I'm getting mine. You need to get yours. That's coming up.
Get the best deals on the things you love with the HSN card. As an HSN card VIP, you'll get all kinds of perks, like 12-month VIP financing on select items, plus extra flex on beauty, jewelry, shoe, and fashion purchases all day, every day. And at least 8 VIP savings events a year. Includes fraud protection, and there's no annual fee. Apply now and instantly get $10 off when you're approved. Call 1-800-695-1418 or visit hsn.com/HSN card.
Happy Happy 14 years, Debbie Meyer. Oh my goodness. Thank you for every day that you save me money to keep my food fresher longer. It's awesome.
Happy 14th anniversary, Debbie Meyer. From one Debbie to another Debbie. What you do is you help us extend the life of our fruits and vegetables, and I'm trying to do a little bit better, and you help me do that. Happy anniversary.
Hey, Debbie, happy anniversary. Okay, if you ever figure out how to fresh lock seal me so I don't age, then you've got a winning product. You know I love you. You're the absolute best. Happy anniversary.
I love Debbie. If you haven't tried her famous global one-of-a-kind, the Science of Debbie Meyer Fresh, you gotta do it, and I'm just telling you right now. She had me at Breadbox over 14 years here at HSN, but for over 2 decades, she's been making our lives better. No more cash in the trash. The Science of Debbie Meyer Fresh. Here's the deal though, time is always of the essence. So let me just tell you, you get the Breadbox, which you really cannot get any other way. Normally you get 2 of those for $20. So basically, it's like buying the Breadbox and getting everything else for free. How about them apples? And you cannot wash out, you cannot wear out, you can't, you know, you can put them in the dishwasher, you can put them in the freezer, you can put them in the microwave, BPA free, proudly made in America. Buy the Breadbox, oh yeah, and then get 5 of your 2 cups, 3 of your 4 cups, 5 of your 4 cups, 3 of your 6 cups, 3 of your 8 cups, and you get Debbie Meyer via Skype, $12.32 on that FlexPay. Debbie, you know I love you, but doggone it, this is as good as any set that you have ever put together, my friend.
Yes, indeed. It's my anniversary present to you. So here we have this big 40-piece set. And like you said, this is about the only way you're going to get one of my bread boxes at the moment, because we are sold out to the walls on the separate purchases of bread boxes. So if you love my bread box, which obviously is a Debbie Meyer green box, you use it for everything, this is the only way you're going to get it. And now, what's the big deal? The big deal is how they work, because I save you money, I save your food, I save you trips to the grocery store, all very simply by just simply putting your produce and your baked goods in my green boxes. You're going to see numbers all over this table. That's 9 days. That's because independent laboratory testing, that's an independent science laboratory, tested my boxes and said, at 9 days, this is what you can expect a strawberry to look like instead of that. Those were not stored in my green box. This was simply stored in my green box, took them home, got rid of original packaging, put them in my green box, put the lid on, put it in the refrigerator. And that's the difference. My boxes are made with my proprietary formula, which is made of natural ingredients that are part of the construction of the box. You cannot wash out or wear out the effectiveness of these boxes. As long as they exist on Earth, they work. As long as that box is alive, just anywhere, it's working. So there's fruit. That means, okay, that would go in your fridge. Some things you would keep on your countertop, some things you would keep in your pantry. But I want to make sure you also know this is also for your baked goods, because I added an additional natural freshness agent to the formula so that you could keep baked goods fresh as well. Independent laboratory testing said 11 days. That's pretty much what you can expect to find your bread to look like. Instead, this is what you find at 11 days with my bread boxes. Here's an English muffin that is 11 days. And I usually ask Shannon to be your nose. But this time, unfortunately, because we're separated, this is what I have to show you. I'll squeeze it for you. I'll tell you, the aroma when you open the box is like a bakery. But the important thing, why we called it a bread box, it holds a whole loaf of bread. So if you have children who've just gone back to school, if you're going back to work, even if you're just still staying home, you want to find bread like this at 11 days. That beautiful, soft, delicious bread instead of that at 11 days. And all you do is remove original packaging, take it out, put it right into my green boxes, and it stays fresh longer. The scientific term is Debbie Meyer green boxes will extend the life of fruits, vegetables, baked goods, and snacks. Look at these tortillas. These usually turn into cardboard frisbees in no time. Look how soft they are, 11 days. That's 11 days, rather. And 42 days on cookies. Baked goods at independent laboratory testing said baked goods did not lose their taste, texture, or aroma. And that's 42 days soft-baked chocolate chip cookies.
Okay, the problem is though, unless you're grabbing it now, this is better than any Today's Special. It is one of the largest configurations that Debbie has ever offered. Tens of millions of those pieces sold, and I'm just talking, she is the science of Debbie Meyer Fresh. But if you're not trying this, remember, the bread box, which is always one of the most popular open stock pieces, is not available for all intents and purposes separately. Normally that would be almost the price of admission, with two going for like $20, but then you're getting everything else. The perfect muffin size, your breads, your cereals, your cookies, your brown sugar for cooking coming up, your crackers, anything and everything. Debbie, at the end of the day though, not only do you have independent lab testing, the taste is the difference, because you know I start each day with celery juice. Let me just tell you, I'm not making that juice with that comparison.
Here you are, Shannon. I did this just for you. 21 days, 3 weeks, 3 weeks. I know which one you want, Shannon. You don't want this thing. This is dead food. Look at the color alone. The color alone tells you the nutrition is there. You want to hear fresh? That's Debbie Meyer Fresh at 3 weeks. Look at the moisture in there. Look at the color. That's all nutrition, and that's a Debbie Meyer bread box, by the way, holding all of that celery. So this you would keep in your refrigerator. My tomatoes I keep on my countertop. 14 days versus 14 days? Really? What do you want to find on your countertop? I want to find this. Well, what I want is a beautiful slice of tomato on one of my sandwiches, right? Look at that tomato at 14 days. Come on over here. Romaine lettuce. Again, this is a Debbie Meyer bread box, but now I've got full of romaine. 21 days. That's 3 weeks. That's 3 weeks. Independent laboratory testing. 21 days. Now, ooh, hear that? And again, I've got moisture everywhere. But look how moist that is. If I only use part of this lettuce, I'll put the rest of it back in the box and put the lid on, and it will continue to keep things fresh longer. What we're doing is actually slowing down Mother Nature. We're saying, okay, there is an ethylene, a thing called ethylene gas. I'm going to show it to you here. It's the natural ripening agent that comes out of every fruit and vegetable. Here it is trapped in the bag. That's not air. That's the ethylene gas, the ripening gases that come from that vegetable in the bag. You cannot, if you try to reseal this, you've sealed in the very thing that's causing the problem. If you put your fruits and vegetables in any other kind of plastic box, glass box, whatever it is, it's sealing in the problem. Only my formula takes care of that gas for you. So you can enjoy mushrooms. Look at this. At 9 days, look at the difference. 9 days. You can enjoy grapes. Instead of that, enjoy your grapes. I don't know one person who wants to make an extra trip to the grocery store right now, or really ever. So this is how you avoid that. You make the things you purchase last long enough for you to eat them instead of go bad before you get a chance to eat them. These peppers cost the earth. When you look at what a flex pay is right now, this is your flex pay. You throw it away, throw these away, that's your flex pay. Look at that difference in a yellow pepper. Look at the difference. That was a green pepper. Look at that green. This is what they sound like when they're fresh. This is what they look like when they're Debbie Meyer Fresh. Inside is moist, delicious. The aroma coming from this pepper is absolutely outstanding. It's making my mouth water. All of those seeds are intact. That means that that pepper is still fresh after all 3 weeks. All I'm asking you to do is remove original packaging, any kind of bag, any kind of wrap, because that's holding the ethylene gas inside. It's not about the air, it's about the gas. So if you want to do juicing, a lot of people love to juice carrots. Look how many carrots are in that bread box. It's so heavy I can barely lift it. But this is the sound and the color of freshness. Debbie Meyer Fresh all the way through. That's 3 week carrots. Look at the crowns of broccoli, the beautiful corn. Look at that, 14 days. You know what this means? It means I can get ready in advance of anything I want to be planning. It means I can take advantage of sales. It means I can not go to the store as often, particularly now. You don't want to go to the store as often. It is the time right now to save your food and save your money.
You know what, though? I'm reading some of these reviews online, and you have to try these. When I say this is better than a Today's Special, this is the home collection. This is the one you don't borrow to the world. So it's $25 off the HSN price. Debbie doesn't have Today's Special as part of her 14th anniversary. You're looking at it. But you're also looking at the final quantities. Basically, that bread box, for all intents and purposes, almost pays for the purchase. And you cannot buy that bread box separately because that is the #1 open stock piece. Normally, we do 2 of those for $20. So the reality is, basically, for a couple dollars more, you're getting the whole shebango. Try it, try it, try it, because we would not have sold tens of millions across the globe, you know, throughout the world if it didn't work. It is unique. She is one of a kind for sure. But Debbie, when we say BPA free, proudly made in the United States, microwave, freezer, dishwasher, I cannot wear out the science of that Debbie Meyer Fresh, can I?
Not, because it is not a coating. It's part of the construction of the boxes. So it's my formula. It's made as a part of the construction. That allows you to have a head of lettuce like that. Look at that. Now, you see, I may use only half of this. I'll put the other half back in and put it back in the fridge. The box will continue to extend the life of the piece that you've put back in. And by the way, they begin working the moment you put something in. You don't have to wait 30 days. You don't have to wait 9 days. You put the strawberries in, it starts working immediately. You can't turn it off. You don't have to turn it on. You have to time anything. You don't have to mark anything. Just go ahead and use them, and you will see this for yourself. Remember, Top Rack dishwasher safe, BPA free, proudly made right here in America, and they will last. These you'll put in your will. I have people telling me they have family members fighting over who's going to get all the sets when, you know, the time comes. But look at that strawberry at 9 days versus those at 9 days. We're talking about real money. We're talking now, strawberries may be, some people might consider that a little bit of a luxury, but it's the things, the everyday things, whether it's your broccoli, your green beans, there's some peaches. Look at these gorgeous pears. Look at this, it's 14 days, how beautiful that pear is. And all I did was put it into my green box. You keep the boxes wherever you would ordinarily store what's in them. So you're not doing anything differently. What you are doing differently is that you're not going to the store as often. You're not going back to the store to replace that bread that got moldy. You're not going back there because your bread is like this. 11 days later, you probably won't keep a whole loaf of bread for 11 days, but you can. There's many things here that other baked goods that I'm showing you, whether it's muffins, here are beautiful, crisp chips, tortilla chips. There's some cereal. Listen, I'm all about vegetables and fruits, but I love a good donut and I love a good pie. So these things are extended as well. I do a salad bar at my home because I got tired of watching people flick the things out of the salad they didn't like, because that cost me money. So now they can take salad and they can help themselves to all the things down here that they enjoy in their salad. I put the lid back on. We can even take a trip if we wanted to go to the park, wanted to go out to the beach. I can put the lids on everything and take it with. And don't forget herbs. We know how expensive they are, and we know that they won't let you buy this much. This is what I need. They make me buy this much. Well, I can keep this much fresh. This is 14 days. Look how bouncy it is and gorgeous. You're going to save money. You're going to save time. You're going to save your sanity, I think, because you're not going to have to worry about your food.
Yeah, I mean, it's really true, but wow, they are going. So here's the thing. We're in the grand finale for Debbie's anniversary. Of course, we're coming up to Labor Day is right around the corner. Steve, is it fair to say about 2/3 of the inventory are already spoken for? So almost 3/4 of the inventory is spoken for. And I got to tell you, that kind of price adjustment, that's a deeper discount than we do if Debbie has a Today's Special. So you're making out. And if you are new to HSN, you've got to discover the Debbie Meyer difference. You've got to discover that Debbie Meyer science of freshness. Do it because it's going to put money back in your pocket. And whether you're trying to eat organic or trying to have a cheat day with your cookie. We want it all to taste better. Basically, it's almost as if you're buying the bread box and getting everything else, you know, for just a couple dollars more. The bread box is virtually unavailable, and normally the bread boxes are like 2 for $20. So do your math. I mean, for a couple dollars more, you get the whole shebango. And Debbie, that's the thing that I find so interesting. I'm glad you made that disclaimer. It's not just stuff that goes in the refrigerator. It's the stuff, I'm not refrigerating my cookies, but cookies, brownies, baked goods, COVID baking, you know, kibbles and bits for the dog. It keeps everything fresh, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And when you think, I want to tell you something. I am about the science of keeping things fresh, but I'm also about the science of food. You should not be putting your breads and baked goods in the refrigerator. People think that keeps it fresh. It doesn't. What it does is actually changes the molecular structure of the gluten in the bread. So you need not put it in the refrigerator to keep it fresh. All you do is put it into my Debbie Meyer Greenbox bread box. And if you have less bread than that, maybe you want to use one of the smaller boxes. So that it doesn't matter. So you can use the boxes for any way you like. So you can use any one of these boxes. If it's strawberries this time, it could be green beans next time. It could be tomatoes the next time. It could be cookies the following time. It doesn't matter because every one of these boxes does the same thing. You know what? Right now, there are grapes galore. This is not what I want to find when I go to snack on grapes, or if my grandchildren want to snack on grapes or whatever. Look at this. That's 14 days. That entire thing is still a fresh bunch of grapes at 14 days. I'm going to pull it off. They're firm and delightful right there. Go down there. Here's also another snack food that I love to have on hand all the time. I try to be good. 21 days versus 21 days. Look how gorgeous these are. They're jewels. Raspberries. Raspberries, 9 days. I can roll them around in my hand at 9 days. And one last thing, if you want to give some of your COVID baking away, do it in one of my green boxes. You can give them a baked good, a way to keep it fresh longer, and they get to keep my green box, which is a gift of saving money.
It is indeed. It is putting money back in your pocket. And I really want you to try these, because no kidding, the home collection is the elite. That's the tippy top. These are the ones that well, unless you're being generous and giving away your baking, you'll have these forever. These are the ones that are going in the will. Breadbox almost pays for the purchase, but we're almost 3/4 of the inventory spoken for. That clock expired. We give you a little extra time because no kidding, they are going. I've had the pleasure of airing this a couple times, and we've got the final quantities now. So I'm getting mine. So I really want to encourage you to get yours as well. Now, something that we're not going to have time to do a full airing on, but do you Keurig? I know I do. This is actually one of their biggest systems to date. Now, it's a little hard to see from that picture, but you're actually getting the frother. So we're bringing the barista home to you. And not only is it Keurig, of course, they are the leaders in that on-demand single cup brewing, but on this particular Keurig, you can adjust not only the brew, but your coffee size. You also can do your own customized blend if there's a coffee that you got in Hawaii or Puerto Rico or Costa Rica, all that great stuff. And then you're getting, I believe it's 60 of K-Cups as well. So 60 of your in various flavors on the K-Cups. Well, can we talk? You know, no secret is safe here at HSN. And your sponge in your kitchen sink, unless you have this, could be dirtier than your bathroom commode. And I know I'm wrinkling up my nose when I say that, but we all have sponges in our kitchen. But if you're gonna have any sponge, and we all know the reality of all the things that we're dealing with in this point in history, get the Debbie Meyer sponges, because I'm gonna turn things right over to you, Debbie. It's an abbreviated area. This is inhibiting the stuff of what I don't want, right?
My sponges, the word sponge is where the similarity stops. My sponges will inhibit the growth of molds and bacteria in and on the sponge for the life of the sponge. You're getting 6 of my regular greenback scrubby sponges and 2 of my scour sponges. This is for heavy-duty scouring. Think your grills, think your roasting pans, your bakeware. This is for everyday use, safe on nonstick. Push down here just for a second. I'll show you the difference. Look at the bottom of this pot. This is my pot. I use the scour on this. instead of that on the bottom, that was that burned on stuff we all get. Look how clean this is. And all you use is dish detergent. How to clean, how to take care of these sponges? Simple. Rinse them under running water, put it down. Tomorrow morning, it's a brand new sponge because it is clean. It is inhibiting the growth of any of the bad things like salmonella, black mold, MRSA, staph, all those things that we find in and around our kitchens. I know we have a little piece of tape, and I'm hoping we can play that. Okay, see that? That's your sponge. If you've got an ordinary sponge, that stuff is in it, on it, and growing. That's why it stinks. This is my sponge. See a little poofs going on? That's an indication that nothing is growing. It cannot replicate. It cannot grow on my sponge. That tape was made by the independent laboratory that tested my sponges and said, that's what you can expect. Superior absorption, all the things that you love about a sponge, but better. You don't have to do anything special. I'm going to show you, first of all, I'm going to show you an absorption because Debbie makes messes in the kitchen. All I do is watch this. I'm just going to throw this down right on top and watch it go. I said your sponges, we're going to save you money as well. How do you save money on sponges? When you buy 8 of mine, because every one of my sponges lasts the equivalent of 15 ordinary sponges, you don't buy 120 of these, you only buy 8 of mine.
Unbelievable. I wish we had more time. Remember, you're getting 6 with that nice, scrubbing surface or textured surface, but then you're getting 2 of the more aggressive scrubbies as well. They all inhibit that growth of the stuff you don't want in your kitchen. Debbie, you and I launched this the other night, and you are a pioneer.
Right.
This, a lot of people did a little copycat, but you just wet this water, and there's virtually nothing this doesn't clean, right?
That's right. I introduced this type of product years and years and years ago. I was the first one in the country to do it. We've seen them work. We've seen what they do. However, mine are different. Mine do not break down the way the ones that you have been using do. You know, every time you try and scrub something with them, in a matter of moments, your fingers go through them or they start flaking apart. Mine are very durable. You can scrub grout with them. You're seeing pictures of ideas of things that you can do with them. So do your kitchen, in your bathroom, all around your home. My house is made of grout and tile. So I needed something that was going to last a long time.
And even
using only water.
Using only water. Now, I'm getting your sponges. I'm getting that home collection. I'm getting these. Debbie, we love you again. Happy anniversary, my friend. Thank you, Debbie.
Thank you, and thank you so much for having me. And I love being with you on my anniversary, Shannon. You know that.
Absolutely. Like I said, find a way to, super seal me, and, then you got a product. Love you, Debbie. I do. Boy, she's just such a brilliant woman. I hope you're trying those last couple of products. I'm actually buying mine. Hey, if you don't have our HSN card yet, we're running a special promotion. Apply and buy, and you can take $10 off on that first purchase. Well, do you know, for decades, I love doing the kitchen and the food shows here at HSN, and if you missed it, Marlo and I were up to shenanigans in the kitchen. We had a week-long fall series, and I also, I love to cook, but I also like to make my life safe and easy, and the pioneers in really the best food for preparedness, or if you're looking for a way to have cookie dough that you can eat out of that bowl, is Augason Farms. And we know, if you've been following that news, there've been it's hurricane season, of course. There are fires out in California. There's always something, not the least of which is the shipping and the transportation and just the availability of eggs. Even at my grocery store, it's funny, even though things have loosened up a little bit during COVID, actually they were out of eggs. I don't know what's going on in Publix. They didn't have eggs. And we do have my darling friend, Allison Scuddy, who's actually joining us from the heart and the home of Augason Farms. And yes, Allison, we can't keep anything from this amazing family-owned, American-born and bred company in stock, but the egg powder and the milk, near and dear to my heart. This is whole egg. So I can use this for cookie dough that I want to eat. I can use this for scrambled eggs. I can really use it, whether it's an emergency or not, right?
Absolutely. I mean, I make my French toast with it. It is so easy because all you have to do is add a little bit of water and it cooks just the same. Now, if you're using it in a recipe, you don't even have to add the water. You will just add the egg powder. And that's why Shannon was saying, if you want to, use this instead, you don't have to worry. If it's in your cookie dough, the kids can just gobble it up. No worry of salmonella or contamination, anything like that. So clean, so easy to work with. And then when you want to put it back, you go in here, you put your lid on, and it's safe in your cabinet for a year. Guys, this is 6 dozen eggs with no shells, no salmonella, no mess, no refrigeration needed. It's a no-brainer. And I tell you what, you taste the scrambled eggs, they taste great. They taste just like you want. And when you're going through times, perhaps you don't want to go to the store. You just don't want to put your mask on. Or, there's numerous things can happen. There's storms coming out, storms hitting Louisiana. You never know, and you might have to just hunker down. The thing is, you want little tummies happy. You want the familiarity. You want to be able to do something. Make an omelet, put a little salsa on there, and you have a real honest-to-goodness breakfast. It doesn't taste like, cardboard. You know what I mean, Shannon?
I do. It's so funny because you know how picky I am about food. I'm actually getting mine right now, and I'm getting it on auto ship, which we do have auto ship available. This is something, whether you cook a little, whether you cook a lot, whether you're looking at it as an emergency preparedness, whether you're looking at it as an easy addition to that brownie batter, that cookie batter, the scrambled eggs, whatever it might be. Allison, because before this whole situation began, I have tasted these, and I'll just tell you, from a picky palate to anybody watching, convenience is one thing, but girl, I have tried other egg powders. This is hands down not only the best, even the color of it when you cook it, it looks like Mother Nature.
Exactly. And it browns. Just look at the customer reviews on hsn.com. I mean, they say volumes. They're great. I mean, whether you are making your French toast, whether you want to use it in your breadings, a lot of times with your eggs, you're going to use them as a thickening agent with a lot of different things. You can use that. You can do it with your custards and your puddings and anything that you want to make. So it's really a versatile product. The thing that's different, and buyer beware, this is a whole egg product. It is not an egg mixture. It is the entire egg, and that's all it is. So you have all the protein that you need. You have everything that you need in a real egg form. And that's what I love about it, because sometimes it says egg. We say whole egg. That's because it is the yolk, it is the whites, and it's in the right balance, exactly like nature intended. And so when you cook with it, it's the same because it's the egg, Shannon, just like we use, but without all the cracking and the mess and the hassle.
Absolutely.
That's what I love about it.
And it's so funny because my little wheels are turning as we're on the air. I mean, this, I think, is a brilliant substitute, even if you do have the real eggs, because I know I'm always double dipping. People always urge you to be cautious about cookie dough and things like that. I even put eggs in my ice cream with my Wolfgang Puck ice cream maker. So you don't have any of those concerns, but I'm just here to tell you, the flavor, the taste, the palate, the texture, the browning. Convenience and safety is one thing, Allison, but the flavor, you got me, girl.
So you know what I do too is if I go ahead and make it up and keep it in the fridge, you can buy eggs already beaten in the refrigerator, right? I do the same thing, and Shannon, it works great in the egg makers. You know how we sell all the egg makers at HSN? It works perfectly in all of those. So it's really convenient in the morning for busy families. You got the kids home, the kids can just pour out into the cups, make their own little omelets, make their own little eggs, and it can just be kind of a grab and go situation. So it's nice to have it mixed up in the fridge, have some in a can. But guys, if you have an RV, you have a boat, you have a second home, you have anywhere like that you go to and you're always having to take stuff, you could already have it there. That's what I like.
So here's the thing, they are going. It is a 60-day rotation on that auto ship, which you're gonna have to thank Allison for us. Do that auto ship, and I'll tell you why. Allison, you have gone to bat for HSN personally. I won't say the name of that other big website, but you're actually you have taken inventory from other retail sources just to ensure that we have product to sell. Is that fair to say?
That is very fair to say, and it's getting tighter every single day. I have my director of sales right here in the other room, and we were just talking about some other products. Everybody wants this, Shannon. This is how it is in the world, right? When everybody's out of toilet paper, when you need toilet paper and everybody's out, everybody's out. And that's the thing. So don't wait for everybody to be out and then you're with everybody scrambling. The time to get it is now. And that's the thing. That's why we're running out. Everybody's finding that out.
I think you made a pun and you didn't even realize it. When everybody's scrambling.
Oh, hardy.
I know. Okay. Hey, by the way, get that chocolate milk. Allison, you went to bat first. I think we have only 400, right?
Wait.
Oh, 300,
we
300.
do.
Okay.
Okay. Do not miss this. Do not miss this. Do not miss this. Dairy and whey with chocolate. It's delicious. So yummy. You will never believe. You'll never believe it came from a dry. It's so good. Look.
I know. Boy, hot chocolate will never be the same ever again. Seriously.
And you can make chocolate silk pie. We have the recipe on the can. Oh, girl, you got to try this.
Girl.
You will love it.
Well, hey, my best to you and the whole team at Augason. Be safe out there. Thank you, Miss Allison. I'm getting mine.
Thank you.
What really separates a house from a home? A home should provide comfort, coziness, and convenience. Join me on Monday nights where I'll be giving you great ideas for your home, your kitchen, and your life.
Shopping is easier than ever with the HSN app. Turn on notifications to get shipping updates, exclusive offers, and alerts on your favorite products sent straight to your phone. Now you can share all your fabulous finds with your friends right from the app through Facebook, text, and more. Save your favorite products all in one place. See it, heart it, save it. Download the app for Apple or Android devices by searching HSN app on hsn.com.
With the power of HP from HSN, reinvent how you work, how you play, how you live. Technology that makes life better for everyone, everywhere, and deals designed for every budget. HP on HSN and at hsn.com. Get the best deals on the things you love with the HSN card. As an HSN card VIP, you'll get all kinds of perks, like 12-month VIP financing on select items, plus extra flex on beauty, jewelry, shoe, and fashion purchases all day, every day. And at least 8 VIP savings events a year. Includes fraud protection, and there's no annual fee. Apply now and instantly get $10 off when you're approved. Call 1-800-695-1418 or visit hsn.com/HSN card.
I'm incorrigible. Now I'm adding that chocolate milk. Hi, I'm Shannon. When I'm not shopping, I'm here, and I'm here for you, at least for the next 12 minutes. We are going all around your home here at HSN. Adam is coming up next, speaking of home, with his open house. He'll have an encore presentation of that today's special in just a moment. But I am going to defer to the Grand Master, the Obi-Wan of HSN, Lou Caputo, who answered his phone, maybe against his better judgment. They added him to my show. And Lou, I'm actually buying that alien tape that you just had on the air. But you know, I am no stranger to Bell & Howell, I'm certainly no stranger to the Pest Repellers. I mean, you and I, we have sold, I mean, probably just even the two of us, I know tens of thousands in various and different configurations. But walk me through this a little bit, because it's a 2-pack. Now, this is the ultrasonic electromagnetic.
Yes.
And see, I'm doing the Ron Burgundy thing with the question mark at the end. Ultrasonic electromagnetic San Diego? San Diego? So what is going on here? Now, certainly I like the convenience. It's got the outlet, and you just plug it in. But Lou, what is the deciding difference? How is this different from what I might have at home other than that outlet, which I love?
Sure. Well, it uses 2 different technologies at the same time. That's what's so cool about this. I mean, because the traditional ones we sell day in and day out, they have ultrasonic technology built into them. They use ultrasonic sound waves to repel the pests, and it's awesome. They work great. One problem with ultrasonic, though, remember, it bounces off of solid surfaces in the room, so it can't go through walls. So we added electromagnetic to it as well, and the electromagnetic actually uses the wiring in the walls to go through them and repel pests inside your walls as well. Because let's face it, your rooms might be clear, but once in a while you might hear a sound in the walls. Well, this is going to take care of that. These are awesome alone. They're even better when you pair them with our other ultrasonic pest repellers. Just add them onto the sets you already have. And the cool thing is you get one in the set that also has an extra outlet on it. So, you know, Shannon, this is going to be a great add-on, or it's going to be a great first timer for somebody out there. But I mean, if you think about it, you know, the walls, that's like a super highway to pests. You know what I mean? They can get from room to room back in there. They can go anywhere they want in the house. And traditionally, we don't have a way to get rid of them. But now, thanks to this set of pest repellers, we do.
I think that's genius. And actually, Prince, thank you. You saw that left panel, but I'd love to make that a full graphic, just because I would like to read through it, especially if you're discovering the pest. Oh, it is? Okay. So you know what? I'll read from your screen. Actually, I know it from memory at this point, because no kidding, Lou and I have sold various configurations and different versions of the pest repellers, but it was a big, big deal when Bell & Howell did independent lab testing to help repel mice, rats, ants, spiders, and roaches, okay? Now that's what they tested for, because it's very expensive to do that testing. If you read those customer reviews, yeah, a lot of them read like love letters. Many people mention other things, but those are the ones that Bell & Howell ponied up for the testing for. Lou, I am getting these. In fact, good grief, this whole show, I think, do you know what? I think without exception, everything in this show I've ended up buying. Because shoot, those little critters that I don't want, about the only place they do have to hide in my house is in my walls, because there's so much stuff in my house. And that's just it. We've all had that experience where you hear that scratching in the night. In my neighborhood, they've been doing a lot of construction. There's been a lot of rain. That drives those little critters in for food and shelter. Whether it's upstairs, downstairs, I share a wall in my townhome community with my neighbors. That's why I need this, because I love the original, as you know, especially for the spider thing, which you know I'm deathly allergic to, but I need the kind that actually is going to help repel things in the walls. And according to that is what this new enhanced technology does, right?
It does. It does. And here's what's interesting. So it uses two different technologies that you cannot see or feel, okay? So you don't know that these are working. Now, the way they let you know is there's two LED lights on these. One is red for electromagnetic, and one is green for the ultrasonic. Now, I'm going to show you even better, though, because I always have my gadgets, okay? So I actually have an ultrasonic leak detector here. And basically, there's a microphone on the front of this that only hears ultrasonic sounds. They use it for gas pipelines. When they rupture, they get a pinhole in them. The gas comes out at such a high speed, it makes an ultrasonic sound wave. Then I've got a device here that actually measures electromagnetic pulses. Now, if I put these two things down here, you're going to see in a couple seconds, there's a little red ball right here on this guy that bounces every time an ultrasonic sound wave comes out. And if you look at the electromagnetic guy down here, you're going to see those numbers jump up to like 26 and then back down to 0. So you can actually see with these devices that they're putting out sound wave and electromagnetic. Now, the thing is, we can't hear it. We have no idea what that sounds like, but we know that the pests hear it, they feel it, and that's what makes them leave your home. Now, if you're one of the people out there that says, you know what, I got stuff for pests. Let me show you something real quick, okay? You can go out, crack open your wallet, and you can start spending money on stuff for ants, stuff for roaches. You can go buy some stuff for rats and mice, but guess what? You can't use the ant stuff for the roaches. You can't use the roach stuff for the ants. You can't use either one of these for the mice and rats. Okay, so you've got to buy all this stuff separately. When it wears off, you got to go replace it. When you run out of it, you got to go buy more. So you're spending a ton of money on all this stuff, and there's nothing out here at all for spiders. But install the Bell & Howell pest repellers. You got your ants covered, you got your roaches covered, you got your rats and mice covered, and the dreaded spiders, both venomous and non-venomous. Get rid of those daddy long legs and make them go somewhere else. But that's the great thing, Shannon, is you save so much money. I used to pay a guy $45 a month to come out to my house, walk around, and just spray poison around it. I still got a rat in my garage, because guess what? He figured out a way to get around it. He dropped from a tree and went into my attic, right into my garage, ate through my air conditioning lines, cost me a ton of money. They can come through the foundation in your home. They can come up your pipes. I mean, there's so many ways, Shannon. That's why you need that security indoors, or like in your situation, you're surrounded by people. You've got to have a way in your house to get rid of them.
You absolutely do. Now, what's so interesting, no kidding, I actually went back and looked at my shopping cart before I placed the order. I have quite literally ordered everything that we've had in this hour. before, because I have the original Pest repellers and I'm a big, big fan, but truth in advertising, I got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of HSN stuff in my house. And it's nice that this uses that wiring in your walls to keep those critters at bay. And remember, the independent lab evidence to help repel the mice, the rats, the roaches, the spiders, and the ants. Now that's just what Bell & Howell paid for. Read those reviews. A lot of people say that it helps with other things as well, but that's what the independent lab testing, what they tested for, because it's expensive to do. But this is that next level up in terms of protection. And you still just plug it in. That's all you do. Now remember, it is a 2-pack. On one of these, you do get that outlet on the side, which is nice. I already know where I'm putting that one. That one's going in the kitchen because I'm plugging everything, you know, all over the place. That second one, I'm putting in that bathroom because, Lou, that's just it. Whether it is the rain, the drains, you know, in the walls, around the wiring, nothing really keeps those critters out. They don't care if there's social distancing or not. They're going to come and find you. They don't matter the season or the weather. And doggone it, these work, don't they?
They do. No, they do. I'll tell you what, we have saved a ton of money buying pesticides, you know, hiring people to come out and walk around the house and do all that stuff. They just work. And I've even noticed on occasion where I've forgotten to put one in a room. Okay, I forgot to put one in our laundry room. My wife, Kelly, could tell you this story. And I found spiders in there. And I was like, what is going on here? And then I realized I never put one in there. And that's important. You want one in every room in the house, okay? Now, these guys, the electromagnetic side, it'll go through the entire floor of your house. So that's what's really cool about those. You know, the other thing, Shannon, I always ask people is I go, let me ask you a question, okay? Which one of these things says pest problem to you? You walk in somebody's house and you see the mousetrap and you see this guy. Which one says they got a pest problem? Because this one tells me they're being proactive. This right here, this is reactive. You waited a little too long to get on your pest problem. Get the Bell & Howell pest repellers in there, and you're gonna be taken care of 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 365, all the way around the year, even if you're not there all the time.
Well, and I think that's a, you know, case in point, because my grandmother's farm, you know, we still have my grandmother's farm, but nobody lives there, but except the little mice. And, you know, I know my dad and my brothers, they struggle with that. So maybe you do have a storage locker. Maybe you do have that second home. Maybe you've got that cabin. There's somebody who's not there all the time, but you want to make sure that somebody's not camping out in your cabin when you're not there. And Lou, you make an excellent point, though, whether it's some of the alternatives that are expensive and could be deadly to creatures other than what they were intended for. You know, I've told you my story about that poor dog that went to my parents' farm and somebody had left out rat poison and the dog did pass. But then you're also dealing with a carcass, whether it's the trap or something dying in the walls. This is unobtrusive. You just plug it in. Now, I am going to play devil's advocate. You know, one of the questions we get online is, how long do they last? Do I have to replace something?
People always ask me that question.
They do.
Here's the problem with that question. I've got a set that I've had for almost a decade now that are still working. They just keep going. So when mine set dies, I will let you know.
Yeah, please. But you know what? I think it's a good case in point, because we think auto ship, we think a filter, we think a replacement, we think the light. This, you set it and you forget it, you plug it in. It is that simple. So remember, you get the set of 2. One of them does have that additional plug, so you're not giving up the outlet. And Lou, I gotta thank you. Well, it's a good thing things are on FlexPay this hour, because like I said, I've just been shopping like crazy. I love these. Now, did I also hear you're also coming back with Adam later on tonight as well?
Yeah, I am. And so is my wife, Kelly, in the control room.
What have I told you? Don't answer the phone.
I know.
Learn from the master, Obi-Wan. I've tried to school you, but I love you. I love Adam. It'll be great. Thank you for joining us, Lou. All right, I'll be back in my home show on Friday at 7. Speaking of which, Adam's up next. Stay tuned.
What really separates a house from a home? A home should provide comfort, coziness, and convenience. Join me on Monday nights where I'll be giving you great ideas for your home, your kitchen, and your life.
Shopping is easier than ever with the HSN app. Turn Turn on notifications to get shipping updates, exclusive offers, and alerts on your favorite products sent straight to your phone. Now you can share all your fabulous finds with your friends right from the app through Facebook, text, and more. Save your favorite products all in one place. See it, heart it, save it. Download the app for Apple or Android devices by searching HSN app on hsn.com.
With the power of HP from HSN, reinvent how you work, how you play, how you live. Technology that makes life better for everyone, everywhere, and deals designed for every budget. HP on HSN and at hsn.com. Get the best deals on the things you love with the HSN card. As an HSN card VIP, you'll get all kinds of perks, like 12-month VIP financing on select items, plus extra flex on beauty, jewelry, shoe, and fashion purchases all day, every day. And at least 8 VIP savings events a year. Includes fraud protection, and there's no annual fee. Apply now and instantly get $10 off when you're approved. Call 1-800-695-1418 or visit hsn.com/HSN card. Love reading reviews from fellow HSN shoppers? Reviews help everyone shop smarter, so share the love. Find the perfect legging? One-of-a-kind necklace? Go ahead, dish. Search Write a Review on hsn.com to learn how to leave a review from your HSN account. We may even use it on air. All of our reviews are from real HSN customers and verified purchases. We want to hear from you. Search Write a Review on hsn.com now.
Don't let anybody see you. Come with me. Guys, I'm really excited. Before we get the show started tonight, I want to tell you something really